Hey everyone, this is Josh Galvin with Tizish.com, and on this tutorial I'm going to explain to you what is called a trailing slash with your URLs. Alright, now I'm going to use Tizish.com as an example for this tutorial, but this applies to your website regardless of what kind of website it is. It could be real estate, it could be jewelry, it doesn't even matter. The point is, this is just an SEO issue and affects all websites on the internet. So here we go, it's called a trailing slash. Here's the actual point. I'm not going to go into teaching you what the trailing slash is, because that stuff doesn't matter. You shouldn't even care how electricity runs, just care that it does or doesn't. So here's what your site should have for its URLs. Alright, look at the URL structure across here. I'm going to click on different pages of Tizish, just random pages, just so you can see what I mean with the URLs. See how this one has a slash, then it has the keyword, and then it ends with the slash. Let's go to our contact page, the same thing. It has a slash, contact, and it ends with the slash. This little slash at the very end of your URL is what's called a trailing slash. And now this is extremely important for your SEO. Alright, and to keep it very simple to understand, here's the reason why. Okay, and I'm not going to go into the science of it and what to do about it other than go to your webmaster and tell them this exact sentence I'll end it with. But basically, here's why this matters. To Google, in the eyes of Google, when they come to this website, let's say Google comes to this specific URL. When they come to this URL, they see a page. If Google happens to go to this exact URL you see here, like that, without a slash, and the actual page loads up, just like this, without a slash, then Google's also seeing the same exact page, but here's the problem. It's going to see the page on two different URL versions. And that's where you have big problems with your SEO. Because to Google, what they're going to do is the following. If they could access your site without the slash, they're going to index it, meaning they're going to save it. And all of a sudden, if they could access your site with the slash, they're going to index that version as well. So what's going to end up happening is your website is going to have duplicate content against its own pages. So what you need to do is the following. Go to your website right after this video, or press pause right now, go to your website and try this. Type in your URL, go to one of your inner pages, like you see me doing. I'm just on our contact page. Type in your URL and then erase that last slash and then hit enter. What should happen if you have a good website set up, if your URLs are optimized, when you hit enter, you're going to have the slash automatically come back. See how it just came back automatically? So check that first, okay? And then that way you'll know if your site has a proper setup on its URL structure, on whether it's a slash or unslash. It should go to one or the other. Let's just say, for example, you type it in with the slash and then it shows up without the slash. That's okay so long as you're consistent across all your pages. Alright? So now let's get to the actual point about linking. How does this affect your linking? Alright? When you link to your own content, this is so important. When you link to your own content, always link to your own content with the same version. Meaning, if I'm going to link to Tizish.com, you won't see me linking to it like Tizish.com as such, and you won't see me doing links with the slash. Alright? Or let's say I'm going to link to my contact page like we're here. You'll never see a link on Tizish.com that has no slash at the end of it. I make sure to always put the slash. So what you need to do is, any link you do to your own content, always include whatever your site is set up to do. And first do what I mentioned earlier on this video by checking to see, does your site have a trailing slash or does it not? And whichever one it does have, then link to yourself with the trailing slash or without it, however your site's set up. Alright, now let's just come to the point of, let's say your site does not have a trailing slash, or let's say your content is accessible through both a trailing slash and a non-trailing slash. Well then what you need to do is contact your web people and tell them the following phrase. Write this down. Tell them, I want a trailing slash, I want all my pages redirected to a page with a trailing slash. That's all you gotta tell them. If they act like confused, or if they don't know what you're talking about, then fire them on the spot. So anyhow though, get that fixed and then check out our other tutorials. I'm gonna cover it's about the same concept, about creating potential duplicate content on your site, but instead of a trailing slash, it's related to the www version or non-www version. Same concept though, and this relates to the exact same way you link to yourself. So be consistent, here's the point, be consistent, link to yourself the same exact way, with or without a trailing slash, depending on what your site is set up to be as. Hopefully, if you get a site set up properly, it will have a trailing slash. Alright? So check that out. Check out the next tutorial, the other tutorial regarding www versus non-www preference. And if you want me to look at your site and give you a better answer, go to facebook.com/Tizish and ask me there, and I'll be more than happy to help you. If you took value from this, then hit the like button now, share this on Twitter, share this on Facebook, email it, and give it to the whole world. So anyhow, let me know if you have questions. I'm more than happy to help. Take care.